What is it? Are we being invaded? There's me drink. Oh, there's me drink. Get in my belly. I'll put it on your tab. Hey guys, this is Give Me Your Soul on Lordaeron, and you're listening to Cecil's audio commentary.
Look at that. Looks like Bunny has a little challenger here with the little voice impersonations. Welcome guys to audio 224. I hope that's the number that it will be. I know I kind of messed it up last time. Today's featured audio will be another 2 vs 2 with me and Newbie GGL. This time it would be a semi-finals for a BattleNet tournament. It is on Azeroth. And today's opponents, I love the names, is No Noob and STFU Please. Hey, at least he's got a little bit of manners there. He said please. Let's get this paused at the 15-second mark at the 1x speed, and we can get this underway. Today I'll feature a little bit of information on holding out even when it looks pretty bad for you. I mean, there's a point in this game where we actually, this is when we were at the LAN center. This is actually when we considered just leaving right then and there, but we decided just to hold it out a little bit. And we'll show you the necessary things that you have to do when you're holding it out, the units that you have to kill, no matter what. If you kill those types of units, you'll still be good. I also have another thing that I can show you for an example, but we gotta get this replay started. If you aren't at that part, just pause it, do whatever you want. Just when you're at the 15-second mark at the 1x speed, get ready to do this. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause. So okay, if you wish, you can take Fog of War on or off. Doesn't really matter right now. Nothing too much I can mention. This strategy, we will get the Demon Hunter and the Farseer. Now, what I get from my units will be Archers, Druids of the Talon, and Dryads. While maybe he's sort of the trump card. He can basically make anything to adjust. I mean, what I have is like the pivotal point of the strategy where they have to kind of, I don't know, it's pretty tricky, but usually he just goes for, I think, double racks. I don't want to guarantee my word on that just yet, but this is an older replay. I do apologize for the lack of audios recently. I did have a finals week for school, and 6 days later, after school's finally out, I start the summer terms. So, what can you do? Oh well, I have much more time to do some audio, so you will see a lot in the future. Chances are they are going to be 2-on-2s, because WCG's coming up. Can't reveal my solo stuff quite yet. So, I am just saying a bunch of random crap right now because there's nothing that I can really bring to you. Positioning my Moonwell so my Wisps will be alright. That seems to be a new thing that you really have to worry about, what with all the Blade Master harassments going on, Demon Hunter harassments, Death Knight harassments. I mean, every race has their own little form, sometimes human, of harassing your Wisps. So the best way to do that would be just to position your Moonwells, but only have the distance across to let Wisps go through. The only units that can go through those are Wisps, workers of any race, and Ghouls. That's the only unit. I think maybe Archers, they have a slightly larger collision size. I'm not quite sure about that yet. But the best way to do it is you just keep trying it more. And the setup I have my Moonwells on right now is not really that great of a setup. The difference I would make is just separate those Moonwells so a Wisp can go in between them, because I don't want to have them stuck permanently. So okay, here's the harassment part. Here's where the game actually starts. Okay, I send 2 Wisps over to Newbie GGL. He will use them damn well as he pleases, while I head over to the Night Elf's base and just mana burn the Keeper, make sure he's kept under control. As long as that Keeper and the Farseer are separate, I'm in good condition. And he has no other choice but to just use his entangles on me, because they're going to be burned away anyways. And he gets a little bit of damage in. So, there he goes. And just a quick mana burn, just not a lot of mana, just enough to hold him back just for a little bit. If I clicked on him and saw his mana, I wouldn't waste my mana to burn that out of him. But the Keeper is rendered useless. We held back a little bit of the orc units, so that means now that they have a lack of harassment power, or at least they don't really have that much of stopping power, we're going to go ahead and try to go for some risky creeping here. Now, here's the thing that I failed to do. You know that wisp that I brought along with Newbie? I should have put that right at the edge, between the middle pathway, I guess you can say, of this map. I did, however, take notice of them coming on over, but it would be a lot easier to see if I did that. So we're going to have a little skirmish here. What we make sure we do, we make sure as much as we can, I mean sometimes we're going to run out a little bit, but we make sure that we hold this well, because what that does, that gives us some healing power and they don't. It's like a live healing ward that never goes away. And we are making some mistakes here. I lost 2 archers. Newbie almost lost that grunt. So I'm just going to shadow meld, and what I'm going to try to do here, or what we're going to try to do here, we're going to try to move a little bit to the left, just so they're getting away from those archers, because I cannot afford to lose any more than like 2 of those archers. I shouldn't even have lost those. But as long as that keeper's rather useless, we're just taking down some summoned units, doing as much as we can. And once they're away a little bit, that's when I make my run for it. They got the middle. His hero's too weak. We would have been in much more trouble if they weren't, you know, harassed a little bit in the beginning of the game, because having some entangles at that part would be deadly as hell. So, okay, I'm going back into my base here. Newbie's going to send some of his grunts, because you can't really make the walkway across to his base. Now, here's where it's starting to suck pretty bad. It just gets downhill from here. That one grunt that he had trying to salvage in his base, that's gone. He's just scared shitless with that Farseer, and he's trying to run out, try to deal some damage, try to check and see if the coast is clear for his grunts, which it's not. He gets entangled. He has to portal out of the way. Still, he's going to get killed. So this is looking terrible for us right now. I mean, we are just sitting next to each other. We were wondering, wow, this really sucks a hefty nut. I mean, this really blows. And it would have helped if that one hot chick was there. That dude's mom. Yeah. That person wasn't there. I needed that for inspiration. It was the same day though, so I guess I had that on my mind. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just check out the last audio. I mentioned something about that, and I'm too lazy to mention it again. Sorry, guys. But, got tier 2. I got my Pandaren Brewmaster. Whatever hero, you don't necessarily have to get the Pandaren Brewmaster. The reason why I got it is because he has a fairly decent amount of units. A lot of them are frontline, so it's not going to be a backline or the frontline. All of it's frontline. So when you use a Drunken Haze, you just got all of those units in the front. They're going to be missing like crazy. They're going to be a little slow. Not as slow as 1.18, but hell, it can get slower. Yeah, just whatever has stopping power. Another great hero for me to pick would be the Pit Lord. Howl of Terror. Howl of Terror and Cleaving, because once I get some cleavage in there, yeah, those frontline units, it splashes a lot towards them. And the Howl of Terror. Oh my god, that is an underrated skill. Oh my god. 75 mana to theoretically instantly kill a huge chunk of their army, damage-wise, for about 15 seconds. For example, level 3 does minus 50% damage. I don't know if it's 15 seconds or 20 seconds. I don't really know exactly the number that is. I'm sorry. But think about it. For 75 mana, 50% damage reduction. That means they're dealing half the damage that they need to be doing. Theoretically, they have half of their army remaining. Well, if you're in tight situations like this and you get a good Howl of Terror on all of those units, well, you just destroyed half of their army, and that is the advantage that you need. It is very, very good. But you gotta watch out, because he's a big target. Anyhow, enough of the little theorizing or whatever the hell. We got a battle going on, and it's looking bad for us. I've lost some archers foolishly. Newbie has lost some grunts out of his control because they got entangled or whatever. So they're doing a great job at just nailing us. And here's our problem. The 2 demolishers. That means they have priority out the ass.